Sorry, I shut my camera off, so there has to be a part two, but see the ice crystals here on the leaves? What happens is if that remains on the leaves, it can cause damage. And it causes actually the leaf cells to rupture, and that's how frost kills the leaves. So if you come out, I come out while it's still just before sunlight and spray them down. Of course, you got to figure your groundwater is probably 45, 50 degrees. I'll get an answer on that from my cousin what it would be locally, but it's not going to be any colder than 45, I wouldn't imagine, and probably no warmer than 55. And you imagine that before the sun comes up and hits those ice crystals, which are just like a magnifying glass. If you think about how sun can hit a magnifying glass, or how you can use a Ziploc bag of water to start a fire if you don't have a magnifying glass, you're out in the woods. Imagine that. That's the same way with those ice crystals, and that can somewhat kind of burn and cause the cell walls of the plant to burst. And so there's a couple of ways that frost can damage these plants. But if you just mist them with water, that helps to raise the temperature before the sun comes out, and it also helps to just kind of protect them from those ice crystals that gets washed off. Well, God bless you guys. It's been a great year gardening. The last maybe 3 weeks or so, we've let the weeds get ahead of us just because we've had so much other things going on. But I mean, it is September 19th here in northern Maine. It's September 13th was the predicted first frost by the Farmer's Almanac, so they weren't off very far. Anyway, I hope you guys have a blessed year. Have a great winter. We got a lot of work to do. As you can see, I'm hoping to give some of these vegetables away, and many of these, this massive row of carrots is probably 4 feet wide, 60 feet long. There's a lot of carrots to dig out of the ground. Many of these right here are going to be going in a bin with damp sawdust, and I have a video on that on my other channel. I'll post that for you guys when we do this. But layer of damp sawdust and then some vegetables. We put them in totes, like any root vegetables like beets or turnips or carrots. And then after your first layer, don't let the carrots or whatever they are, don't let them touch one another. And then add another layer, an inch or two of damp sawdust, not wet, not dry, just lightly damp. And then keep on stacking layers of damp sawdust vegetables, damp sawdust vegetables. And then I put a lid on mine to keep, in a basement where it's cool. You never know, you might get a mouse or whatever. I like to keep a lid on my stuff. Anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. Hope this trick helps you what to do in a frost. I will make a quick short.